Hello, my name is Danielle Whisnant, and this is my sociology assignment. I'm doing the module 9 assignment. It was a video. It says white people, the official full documentary. I watched that, and then below it has some questions. And since I'm doing a video, I now have 3 to 5 minutes, and then I have to cite it. So basically, there's some questions here. It says, how racially diverse was your neighborhood, church, school, etc.? Who did you grow up with, hang out with, or date? So basically, when I grew up, from the town of Cherville, which is predominantly white, basically everything around me went to school at a predominantly white school. The church, when I go to church, I go to a black church. You know, like I said, when I was young, I really didn't have no choice. But yeah, I went to school at Cherville High School, which is a predominantly white school. I went to church at a predominantly black church. Far as the neighborhood, again, like I said, it was predominantly white. I hung out with blacks and whites, and I basically dated black men. I never went outside. I mean, I've tried to, but it just didn't work for me, I guess. So I've always dated black men, and that's just me. What about your life today? Has anything changed, or is your experience largely the same? So my life today has definitely changed. I go to Cleveland Community College, where it's completely diverse. And now, since I stay in Gastonia, I go to this church at Elevation. It's in Gaston, and it's completely diverse. Blacks, white, Asians. Don't matter what color, what size you are, it's completely diverse, and it like makes me basically have respect for other people of different backgrounds other than mine. So how do you racially identify, and how do you feel the impact your life on a regular, or if not daily basis? Have you ever thought about your life? About how your life might be if you weren't a member of the black race? Share your thoughts. So, I racially identify myself as black. Straight up. I don't do African American. I mean, I know in applications you might say African American, but I just identify myself as black. And I feel like basically every single day of my life, me being black here in America is an issue. For instance, where I got pulled over. I was driving and my fiance was in the passenger, and I just got pulled over for no apparent reason. And there was like so many cops, and after that happened, it's just like, wow, now I see what my fiance goes through on a consistent basis. And I believe personally that's not fair, you know, and it sucks because on top I have children. So, you know, they have to grow up in this world, just dealing with it, just because of the color of their skin. I don't like it. So have you thought about how your life would be for a different member? No, I love being black. I don't picture nothing else but me being black. I love my skin. I love the way God created me, because at the end of the day, I feel like if you're not happy with the skin that you're creating, it's disrespect to God. That's personally my opinion. But I love being black. No other way around it. That's just my opinion. Response. So white is the norm, the default. Race, a good thing. I feel like those comments are basically racist. Like, maybe because they hang around. I think personally, in my opinion, with them saying that, again, in my opinion, I feel like that's just completely racist. Like, how could you say that? But if they're just in a predominantly white society that they live in, then of course they would say that. But personally, me, like, you're just basically saying just because you're white, you good. And that's racist. I don't like that. And it's very offensive. What does it mean for someone to say they're colorblind? In your opinion, does this expression indicates progress, avoidance, or something else altogether? I definitely believe that this is, when somebody say they're colorblind, they're just avoiding the situation of what's going on. There's prejudice, there's racism that's going on in this world, and you don't want to acknowledge it. It's so uncomfortable. And I feel like if we talk about it, it would be better off if we can have some understanding, but apparently not so. But I definitely feel like they're just avoiding the situation. And what story impacts you the most, and why? I feel like the story in Tobaccoville, where everybody was getting together, and the girl Miranda and Dakota, everybody was getting together talking about it. And basically, I feel like, and I quote what Dakota was saying, he was saying that he quoted, and I quote, this is what Dakota was saying, people say black people can get ghetto real fast. And he was also saying that I'm white and I can get ghetto real fast. So to me, when I hear that word, when somebody say, it's basically the stereotyping black people saying we're ghetto and we're not. And I took offense to that. Like, how can you stereotype us? It's just completely racist to me, honestly. So that's pretty much my opinion. That's my questions, my answers, basically my answers to these questions. Bye.